first and 10. It's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Coming up on second and 7. They're going to look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, it's Gibson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up fourth down. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on fourth. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. Wilson gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
He's ridiculous.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On first down, Gibson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Incomplete. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's going to be caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes this Washington 7, Seahawks 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Wilson. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 33 and a first. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust, because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first. Because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was taken down by
the success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off inside the 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington 7, Seahawks nothing.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On second down, here's Barkley. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. It's Wilson. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 35. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
At the 27-yard line.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29.
Big yardage that time for Washington.
And even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 now.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Got three down. Check Torrey, 17.
He'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage, and they get on top of you in a heartbeat.
Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
On for the field goal, a 47-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Brings up 2nd and 13 at the 16-yard line.
Wilson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's good.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Robert Foster as the first half is winding down.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Dustin Hopkins on for the extra point.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Play action. Now Wilson. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
To kick off for Seattle.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
The ball carrier.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson, the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. There's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. So the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On 1st down, it's Gibson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. And now here is another interception. Jordan Brooks with it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up."
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Seahawks.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to fire one deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
87.
A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
On second down now, it's Gibson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. We'll find Gibson here complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Oh, the return is Scott. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 44. He'll set up to throw. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. From the gun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
Now Wilson on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Mike, go. You can't block me. 44 to Mike. 44.
They go play action with Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Mike 54. Switch up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 2nd and long. One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short.
4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll look to throw here. Slings this deep from the clip, and that's caught inside the 35.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room.
Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On first down, Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Washington.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Seahawks' 21-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Robert Foster. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Washington 47.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
A gain of
A big play that time for the Seahawks. 52 yards. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. His throw caught at about the 5.
Wilson.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
1st and goal.
And a nice gain at 21 yards. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Myers connects on the PAT, and that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seahawks.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Intended for Robert.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. On 3rd down, It's Gibson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Going for Metcalf on the deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 35.
1st down, Seattle.
3 buzz. 50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Play action. It's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
His defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
3rd down.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Here's Barkley. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. His defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown.
Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer.
47.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
For Seattle.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Something we're seeing more of with a rise in the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a nice job there skipping away from the one tackle. It ends up getting 5 yards out of that. 2nd down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Gibson.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down right.
Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and
back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or two short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. He's got the first down inside the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 6 there, but now it's 3rd.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Tonight.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, it's another win for them. And you